What's up, guys, girls, and unemployed people? So if you're a scholar of Geometry Dash knowledge like I am, you may know that for every single update since 1.9, a new game mode has been added. 1.9 added the wave, 2.0 added the robot, 2.1 added the spider, and at 2.2 has added the swingcopter. You may also know or recall that in platformer mode, some game modes can't be used, the wave and the swingcopter specifically. I have made my attempts to to make my own version of what these game modes would be like if they were in the game. And like they work to some degree. The spawn point is kind of buggy. I don't really know why that happens still. The platformer swingcopter works a lot better actually, because it's kind of just a ball with a green portal on top of it. Anyways, this whole adding game modes thing has prompted a lot of discussion regarding, like, future updates. Like, is there gonna be another new game mode in 2.3? And a lot of people in that discussion are like, I really hope not, because there's already enough game modes. We don't need to keep adding more game modes. Here's where I disagree, though. Now, you may be thinking, how could you possibly not think that 8 game modes is enough? You seriously want to add another game mode? Not exactly. In the same way that the wave and the swingcopter aren't available in platform mode, I want to do the opposite. I think 2.3 is a great opportunity. I mean, unless if Robtop's not gonna do like all the multiplayer stuff that he really should, but if he's like not gonna do that, 2.3 is a great opportunity to make a platformer only game mode, I think. So that's what I'm gonna try to do today. You know what you should try to do today? Hit that subscribe button, baby! Yeah! Because I just demolished 300k and now we're setting our sights on 400k. Let's go! Alright, back to game modes. I'm gonna try my hand at making something that, you know, is meant to work only in platformer mode. So I want to make a new game mode that's platformer exclusive. I mean, obviously it's going to be platformer exclusive because I'm building a platformer level, but you get the idea. Alright, so let's have the player start off up in the air. You'll be falling. We're going to disable player control. Gonna have a guide trigger here. Let's see, what color could we make this? I mean, I guess it should probably just be, I mean, we could make these all no touch, but this one's gray, so this would probably be a good one to test out if we can modify the color of. Oh yeah, that works. I mean, the particles are still wrong, but like, so let's see, we got red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, purple, pink, and white. So we could do a dark blue, see if that would look decent. Or we could do a black portal or a brown portal. Let's just stick with like a darker blue. I think that probably looks better. We're gonna make it no touch, obviously, because, you know, don't want you to actually become a robot. And then where on the, I want to cover the like indicator up. There we go. All right. So you fall through here, and then that works. So my idea for this game mode is, every time you can use the left and right keys. Because that's the thing, I want to use the left and right keys, right? You want to use the left, right, and up keys, because those are the things you can do in platform mode. It would be kind of lame if the game mode, you know, just use the jump key. And I don't really want to use 2-player because I feel like that's kind of lame. Using 2-player controls seems like kind of a cop-out because theoretically you should be able to use this in the dual mode. And if you have 2-player controls as well, you can't really do that. So we're gonna slot right in here. And what I want to happen is you should be able to jump, but then the left and right keys will flip your gravity. And I think that a way that we can, and then, you know, these things will have to rotate. So I think the way we can do that is if we have this follow the player, then we can make these also follow the player. Make this the group parent, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then what I think we can have happen, wait, why can't I jump? Oh, because we never re-enabled player controls. Yeah, perfect. And then what I think we can have happen is when we want to switch gravity, we should be able to, I think at least, we can just rotate these around that. Oh, that kills the player. Well, what if we do it instantly, though? Ah, why? What happened? Okay, that might not be the move. What might be the move... Let's move this all to another layer so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, so what might be the move then instead is we disable the ones that are above until you switch. So let's toggle off the ones that are above you, and then we're going to want to toggle them on at the same time as toggling the other ones off. And then also we're going to switch your gravity. Oh, there we go. That works, I think. It seems to. All right, well, then all we need to have happen is we need a sequence trigger to alternate between both of these, because you can only swap, you know, left, right, up, down in that order, so, you know, we can just repeatedly do that. Yeah, so we can spawn trigger all of these, multi-trigger, give these their own group, 6 and 7. Then we make a sequence trigger that loops 6 and 7. Loop that over and over again. This is also going to be spawn triggered. I'm not going to give that one a group yet. And then all we need to do is also sequence these. Well, actually, hold on. No. It's actually not that simple, because I want it to be where if you hit the right arrow, like we rotate like to the right and fall. But if you hit the left arrow, we rotate to the left. So this is... Okay, so this is where the hard part comes in. Okay, I think this is doable. So we're gonna have a counter that keeps track of your gravity. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna want to increment this if you hit right, and then decrement it if you hit left. Okay, so we're just gonna have to work through this. When we hit right, let's work on this first. So hit right equals increment. There's only 4 directions, so we can loop between, we could do 0, 1, 2, 3, but for the sake of it not being as confusing, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is gonna start off at 1. Then what we wanna do is we want to use an item compare trigger. We're gonna check, is this number already at 4? Because if it is, we don't wanna go to 5, we wanna go back down to 1. So is item ID 1 already 4? If item ID 1 already is 4, we're just gonna set that bad boy back down to 1. So if true, do that. If false, then we're just gonna pick up by 1. We're just gonna do that. I think this should work, unless I suck. Oh, none of these are multi-activate, are they? Am I stupid, bro? Maybe. Oh, I never put it in the event trigger. There we go. All right, nice. That works. Now we're just gonna want to redo that whole deal, but we're gonna do it in the other direction. So we're gonna override that to 4, or we're gonna do -1. If the number is already 1, then when we hit left, we're gonna want to set it to 4. If it's not, then we can just decrease. And that's gonna be on left. Okay, cool. That works. Then what we're gonna want to do, we're gonna have a separate function over here that checks for this number and determines what the gravity is gonna be. So if item ID 1 is 1, then we do 14. If it's 2, we do 15. If it's 3, we do 16. And if it's 4, we do 17. So that's good. Then what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to basically trigger all 4 of these at once. So we spawn group 18. I think we're just gonna wanna spawn group 18 every single time that we do this, I think. So let's just add these onto this. So let's give these 10 and 13. Oh, let's get rid of these blocks for a second. Oh, it works. Okay, nice. We're like almost there. We're like most of the way there. All we need to do now is the sequence trigger. So we're just gonna spawn that bad boy in, and we're just gonna we're gonna give this single one 10 and 13. That way we can use 1 sequence trigger, because we don't want to use 2, because then they could get like off sync with each other, and that would be bad. Hello? 2 is supposed to be this way. Oh, wait, no, it should be working though. Oh, I wonder if they're not being activated at the right time. I wonder if they're going like in order. So maybe we need to do it slightly. There we go. Yeah, we have to do it like slightly later. Yep, so this is our new game mode. You can jump to help. Oh, and you know what? To really sell the game mode thing, we should probably, well, we're obviously gonna, we're gonna hide these. There's no reason to see these. But what we're gonna do is we need to design a guy. We need to like make our creature. So let's give it an outline. We'll fill it in with your player 1 color. All right, there we go. Here's our guy. Maybe it'd be better to just use like a regular block outline deal. Make it no touch. Where is it? There it is. So I'm debating whether or not it would be funny to, I think it'd be funny to just make it so only the arrow follows the player. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll give this one group 19, make it the parent. We'll give everything else group 19 as well. And we'll have another advanced follow. Oh, we need to hide the player. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll give exclusively the arrow another group. And then yeah, I think all we have to do is rotate it by 90 degrees whenever we swap, and rotate it by -90 when we swap the other way. So we're gonna want to give this. All right, perfect. It works. Awesome. There he is. There's our guy. Cool. All right. Well, that works great. So let me just move the counter out of the way. And, oh, we're probably going to want to toggle off the event triggers that until you get here. That way you can't flip yourself up and out. Oh, wait, we don't even need to worry about this because player controls are disabled until you hit the ground anyways. All right, let's see what kinds of obstacles we can make now. We're at that part of the video where we can finally build gameplay. Oh, wait, I guess we should give this an icon. Alright, I spent about 10 years making an icon, which is very funny because it doesn't even actually look like the game mode, but it gets the point across. Alright, now we can start building actual gameplay for this. Let's just build something and see if it like actually kind of like works as gameplay. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can sort of inch your way along when you're in this mode. It is worth noting though that we can't do anything super fancy because we aren't able to like flip directly up at all, so we can't go too crazy. Can we start pause in this mode? We can. We just need to have like the hide player thing active like later on anyways. Yeah, there we go. What? Why is this killing me? I'm so curious as to like what I'm doing that's killing me. I really can't tell, honestly. Well, whatever. I think once we escape here, we're just gonna go out and do into a free area. Well, free relatively speaking, I guess. We are gonna be upside down here, so I guess we're gonna wanna be careful with that. And then yeah, when we get here, we could stay zoomed out, I guess, but yeah, we're gonna touch trigger exit static. And then I think we'll put an edge trigger here. All right, so let's say, we wanna have you go like fall this way and then fall down. Maybe we want to have a spot here where you have to like jump. You have to actually like use the fact that you can still jump. Let me see really quick again. Can we start pause here? Oh, we can, but we die instantly, so we just have to make sure we're quick. Ugh, we have to make sure the camera doesn't go everywhere. There we go. And then maybe once we get here, we can static cam follow 23. A little bit of easing. Yeah, there we go, like that. Okay, this is coming along. This is coming along neat. The gravity is definitely a little weird when you're, like, not on the ground. We'll do a little jump into a hook around here. We'll hide a coin down here, even though you'll definitely see it. But, like, you know, it'll be a challenge to get, maybe. Or we can make it a challenge, I guess, by doing this. We could use... Oh, what if we use pads? Dude, I don't even know how pads would like work with this. I mean, I can guess, but like I'm not 100% sure. It's so hard to understand what I am supposed to do. Maybe, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. I know that it takes away from the idea that this could just be a vanilla game mode, but I kind of want a UI element or two, I think. Just like any way to be able to tell, like, cool. So the arrows are in the top. Maybe I should put them in the top left, actually. There we go. Now you can kind of tell, like, which way you're gonna end up going. So now I know that if I jump and I hit right, I'll be falling up. And then after that, then I want to hit... So I'll be that way, and then I want to hit left again, and then left. So jump, right, left, left. Jump, right, left, left! clean. And then now we can see what pads look like. Wow, isn't that cool? Now, I can't use any gravity changing pads because that would probably ruin things. But that's fine, because we don't need to. Can we use orbs as well? Oh my god, you can. Okay, dash orbs don't work. I guess that makes sense because you're kind of enclosed in a bunch of blocks. So that would make sense. Actually, well, no, because we can allow collision. Okay, it still doesn't work. Oh yeah, we can use pads to like shoot you up through passable blocks. Because even if you're swapping gravity, you can't. I don't think you could. There would ever be a way for you to get through that. That's an idea. There's actually more ways to use this gimmick than I would have thought. I mean, it's kind of cool. I think I might just end it here. Just like one final drop upwards into the sky. As usual, we'll get the trademark Sdslayer ending to like most platformer levels, which is just a big old ball. Big old ball that's of lightning. Alright, cool. That is our level. Let's try to verify it and see if it works. So yeah, let's delete start pauses and let's go. Oh, wait, we gotta don't fade, don't enter. Alright, up we go. Okay, wrong way. Should we put a checkpoint? I feel like maybe a checkpoint might be good, so you don't have to just keep doing the beginning part over and over again. Oh, wait. Sorry, I just got another idea. It's like it's so simple, but like, what if we had a little trail that would follow you? I think that'd be cool. All right, now we can do it. All right, does the checkpoint work? Why, dude? Why does disable checkpoints just choose to turn on at random? Okay, does it work? It does work. Nice. Jump there. Up. Oh, no. Okay, and then we want to do right, left. Dude, that's interesting. I don't know why it's... Sometimes it seems like some... Hold on, actually. Oh, yeah. No, I have no idea. So it seems like sometimes it respawns us in a different gravity than we were before, but I don't know. Okay, we made it here. We flip up here. Easy does it. Okay, well that's a layering issue I'll have to fix. That's fine though, but then we go not that way. Then we do that, we're up here. Then we wanna, actually, okay, we gotta hit this timing. Ooh, yes! There we go. Nice. We did it. Very good. Well, in addition to, I mean, other than fixing this slight layering issue, I mean, I think that works great. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Such thanks to all channel members, including Gatto, Invdu, Gabriel555 Ty, Artificial, Identifier, Cat, and Robert Khalif GDMT. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It means the absolute world to me. And yeah, level ID will be in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.